And if you could just give me your name and your official title for me.
Sure, Mark Pocan, Representative of Congress, 2nd District, Wisconsin.
Now, I understand, I was looking at the whip count today for the vote on Syria in the House. I think it's near 200, right? You're one of those 200?
Yeah, I haven't seen the most recent count where they're at. I just know I've been talking to both Democrats and Republicans, and almost everyone I'm talking to is at minimum skeptical and more likely on the no side of the people I've been talking to the last few days.
So what's your position on intervening in Syria at this point? Do you prefer a military solution or a humanitarian solution?
Well, I think we should know what every option available is. I think that I would like to know what other options were considered besides a military strike, because I don't necessarily think that's the first option necessary here. And I'd like to know what else we're doing to bring the international community in to have a conversation about it, because I think that's real important if this is going to be a credible, reliable, with a strong result for a response.
I was going to say, what would you say about possibly bringing in like Russia or China or even Iran into the conversation for talking about how to deal with Syria on an international level?
Sorry, say it again.
Dealing with Syria on an international level, having a conversation with Russia or China or Iran, would you support something like that?
The UN. I mean, we keep saying that 98% of the people in the world live in a country that signed the International Treaty on Chemical Weapons, but we forget to say that in that same treaty, the remedy is to go to the UN. And I think that's the place that we should be going next before we would consider anything, and I would hope that we'll still consider that while we move forward. And
last question. Do you have any hope for the Syrian people to replace Assad, or?
Yeah, it's an internal civil war. He's been a dictator for a long time in the country, and I think they need to figure that out. I don't think we should be involved in a civil war in that way.
Great, thank you, Congressman.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no problem.
it.
Thank you.
Can you get